Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, February 26, 2024. In the headlines, police say no confirmation of U.S. couple's deaths, but offer condolences to their family, while the three escapees remain on remand in St. Vincent. Opposition worried about deafening silence on gun-related crime. Also in the news regionally, families of Paria divers call for meeting with Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. Internationally, final day of ICJ public hearings calls for Israeli occupation to be declared illegal. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada goes in search of first CONCACAF Under-20 win tonight. Good evening. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. We'll be right back.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. The 3 St. Andrew men who were captured in St. Vincent last Wednesday after escaping police custody at the South St. George police station appeared before a Vincentian court today under heavily armed officers. Nisha Paul reports.
30-year-old Ron Mitchell, Travon Robertson, 19, unemployed of Paradise St. Andrew, and 25-year-old Atiba Stanislaus each pleaded guilty to charges that on February 21 at Petit Bordel, being a prohibited immigrant, they entered the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, SVG, by boat without a passport, entered the state of SVG other than at a port of entry, entered the state by boat and disembarked without the consent of an immigration officer, and knowingly and willfully allowed themselves to be landed as prohibited immigrants. According to reports, they have been remanded to the Vincentian prison until next week. Preliminary information indicates a potential link between the escapees and a missing American couple identified as Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel, who are presumed dead. It is alleged that the 3 suspects hijacked the catamaran, which belonged to the American couple, which was found abandoned in St. Vincent. Superintendent of Police Junior Simmons is the head of the Public Relations Department of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force.
The Regional Security System, RSS, and the Grenadian and Vincentian Coast Guards are conducting air and maritime patrols and surveillance across the borders of both islands, but no bodies have been recovered. Based on the investigation thus far, it is presumed that Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel are deceased. The acting Commissioner of Police in charge of crimes, Mr. Trevor Bailey, met with family members of the couple and their legal representative and updated them on the status of the investigation.
Meanwhile, Police Commissioner Don McKenzie did not reveal much information regarding the details of the ongoing investigation when he addressed the issue at a press conference in St. George's on Monday, stating that discussions with his Vincentian counterparts so far have primarily focused on procedural contingencies. He said there is no conclusive evidence to confirm the fate of the missing couple at this time.
We have nothing conclusive to say that the individuals are dead. We still hold out hope that in spite what might be a low probability that they will turn up alive somewhere.
Commissioner McKenzie said there is an ongoing investigation into the escape of the 3 men from the South St. George police station to make necessary corrections and determine if there were any violations of established protocols.
In terms of procedures at the South St. George police station, it is anticipated that upon the conclusion of that investigation, that we would see, there are set procedures. We would see how much of it was complied with. We would see the investigation would hopefully reveal where the shortcomings took place.
The police commissioner further expressed confidence in the security measures in place at the South St. George police station.
That I personally visited the station immediately after the reported escape. And I am satisfied that if proper procedures were followed, that we should not have an escape.
GBN will continue following this story and bring you details as they become available. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Well, the Royal Grenada Police Force is facing intense scrutiny from the public following recent incidents involving the escape from police custody of 3 St. Andrew men and another individual facing a non-capital murder charge. These events have raised concerns about the effectiveness of national security measures. In response to the criticism, Police Commissioner Don McKenzie acknowledged that there is significant work to be done to strengthen national security. However, he cautioned against comments aimed at tearing down the force rather than constructive criticism aimed at improvement.
In a lot of cases, we bash the police force. What we are actually doing is that we're bashing the image of the last line of defense, the image of an institution that continue to work hard, continue to deliver. We never get, it's never captured in terms of the statistics as to the amount of crime that we prevent. That is never captured. The public never hear about it. Yes, we have to get better. Yes, we have to continue to improve. Yes, we are open to constructive observation. But let's do it in a spirit of building Grenada rather than destroying it. That's my appeal.
As the investigation into the recent escapes continues, Commissioner McKenzie reiterated the police force's commitment to addressing any shortcomings and implementing measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. Further updates on the situation and any measures taken by the police force will be provided as they become available. In response to the recent surge in gun violence plaguing Grenada and the escape of 3 men from police custody, opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell is calling for decisive action and robust leadership to address the issue. Rena Pett Thomas tells us more.
opposition leader, Dr. Keith Mitchell, expressed deep concern over the alarming rise in crime, particularly incidents involving firearm and that of the 3 escapees at the center of a possible murder investigation. He emphasized the urgent need for strong leadership to confront this pressing issue, addressing that mere attention is insufficient action and unwavering commitment is imperative. Dr. Mitchell drew attention to the silence from current Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell in the face of escalating violence.
The government must take fundamental responsibility. And the Prime Minister, as Minister of National Security, cannot duck responsibility for this. So what should actually have happened when these things happen, the Prime Minister should really call on people, call on the police force, call on the country, call on the opposition, call on the business community, call on the churches. Say, let's meet. This is a problem affecting everybody. That's what should have been done. And it worries me. And it's clear that the Prime Minister simply doesn't understand the extent of the damage that's been done to Grenada's name. And that is what I'm concerned about. And that is what I want to advise strongly. I'm prepared and the opposition is ready to do everything it can to arrest this present situation. The image to this country appears to be now suffering. So,
beyond law enforcement measures, Dr. Mitchell emphasized the importance of community engagement, strengthening legal frameworks to deter criminal activities, and providing youth with viable alternative to violence.
I'm worried as a citizen of this country, as I said, not just as a politician, as a citizen, and the Prime Minister could have helped himself if he had said, look, in the light of the problem facing this country, I forgo the CARICOM heads of government, because nothing more is important than the perception that the Minister of National Security and the Prime Minister is concerned about incidents that are happening in the country. So I just make a call that we need to recognize this as a very serious matter. It affects business, it affects all aspects of development in the country. Everything has become secondary at this particular time.
The opposition leader also expressed his empathy to the family of the 2 U.S. nationals presently missing.
Concerned because the impact of this, and you can watch the television news and the international news all over the place, it's worrying, and I just want to express my deepest condolences to the family of those of the persons who may have been lost, because up to now we have no confirmation, although we have a lot of reports that the guys have admitted to the crime, but we don't have any confirmation yet. And so certainly I want to reach out my heartfelt condolences to the family, and to say to all Grenadians, Cariconians, PD Martinicans, this concerns all of us.
Dr. Mitchell said these initiatives are not mere policy points, but crucial steps towards fostering a safer and more peaceful Grenada. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Concerns are mounting over the nation's ability to effectively secure its maritime borders. More in this Nisha Peters report.
Reports of escalating violence and criminal activities have raised concerns about the adequacy of the government's effort to safeguard the country's coastal waters. The Grenadian Coast Guard, tasked with patrolling the nation's coastal waters, has come under scrutiny for its perceived inability to effectively combat illicit maritime activities. Critics point to the instance of the 3 escaped prisoners, illegal crossings, and the alleged homicide of 2 U.S. citizens have exposed vulnerabilities in the country's maritime surveillance and interception capabilities. Acknowledging the challenges faced in securing Grenada's maritime borders, Inspector Dexter Roberts of the Grenada Coast Guard said they remain committed to enhance their capabilities and collaborating with regional partners to address these issues. He was speaking at the time as a guest on GBN's Beyond the Headlines.
The porosity of our borders, we as a Coast Guard, our mandate is to protect our maritime space, but because of our limited manpower and limited resources, we cannot be everywhere at the same time. So we need to know what is happening in La Femme. We need to know what is happening in Grenville, in Telescope. We need to know what is happening in terms of maritime crimes. How do we know that? It is the community, the persons on the ground that have to partner with the Coast Guard, with the police, and that is where we get a handle on maritime security. The Coast Guard alone cannot be the maritime security entity that deals, only with maritime security. We must have regional cooperation. We must have interagency cooperation, and we must have the community involved.
Asmon Griffith, maritime security and law enforcement specialist, said there is a need for additional resources and personnel to bolster Grenada's maritime surveillance capabilities.
Our governments, as you say, government is a continuity. From since when has not looked at our maritime security with that criticality that they say we need to invest in it. St. Vincent has blue water capability. Why? Because the boats that they own, the government put it. Barbados, the government, and they have, but the other countries that are the countries like Grenada and stuff like that we do not have blue water capability because we depend on our big brothers, the Americans, to give us Trilby, to give us the other boats during the revolution was donated by the Libyans. And we have to understand, as a country, we're independent 50 years now. We need to look seriously at our maritime security and safety.
Ansem Clouden, maritime attorney, is urging the government to prioritize maritime security and allocate resources to enhance the capabilities of the Coast Guard.
We have to be prepared. I mean, preparedness is important. And looking in futuro, looking at the future, we must harness our maritime resources and express it through our Coast Guard. That is the vehicle to provide us with the necessary national security we need as a coastal state. Apart from the land, the coastal state has certain responsibilities to protect the national security.
As Grenada copes with the complex challenge of securing its maritime domain, the government faces mounting pressure to deliver tangible results in curbing illicit activities and restoring peace and stability in the country. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Before the break, the recent violence in the country has left many Grenadians here at home and in the diaspora shell-shocked, befuddled, and in a state of suspended animation. Many have been asking questions, praying and hoping that the answers come sooner rather than later. Last Friday's shooting episode in the south of the island has again jolted the nation. Commentators say the gangbanger trilogy played out like scenes from a well-scripted Hollywood blockbuster movie. But the questions are still being asked. What has gone wrong with some young men? Have they lost their way? Who takes the blame? Why the seeming deafening silence from the nation's leaders? Join the debate. Let your voices be heard as we go beyond the headlines this evening. Tune in after the news from 8:30 on GBN TV and K105 FM simultaneously on our social media platforms. Network News live from the Grenadian capital. More to come. Stay close.
Your financial future with Ariza's limited time $50,000 loan offer and join the 50 Chairs celebration. Application is easy, approval quick, interest rates competitive, and repayment options flexible. Apply now. Visit any of our branches located at Bruce Street, St. George, Grenville, Grand Anse, and Carriacou, or call 440-1759 for more information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
The RKD Theatre and Grenada Cooperative Bank present Journey to Gold, written and directed by Ricardo Keynes Douglas. Journey to Gold brings to life 50 years of Grenadian politics through song, dance, and theatre. Join us at the Grenada Trade Center on Saturday, March 2nd at 8 p.m. and Sunday, March 3rd at 7 p.m. Advance tickets are $50, so get them now at Grenadian Optical, St. George's, and Spiceland Mall, Gittins Pharmacy, Grand Dance, and online at gotofet.com. See you on March 2nd and 3rd for Journey to Gold. Associate sponsor, Judah Sound. This ad compliments Hubbard's.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Calling all sports enthusiasts. Get ready for an unforgettable weekend of athletics excellence. It's the Ariza National Athletics Championship happening on March 2nd and 3rd at the newly refurbished Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. The thrill of the track, the grace of the field events. You won't want to miss a single moment. Admission, main stand, finish line, $30. Main stand, $20. Or bleachers, $10. That's right. You'll get to witness incredible feats of speed, strength, and skill. Plus, you'll be part of an electric atmosphere filled with fellow fans and supporters, all cheering on the athletes as they strive for greatness. Mark your calendars for March 2nd and 3rd from 11 a.m. and join us at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium for the Ariza National Athletics Championship.
The story of Grenada is the story of Co-op Bank. A story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people, Grenadian people, making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Co-op Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
A great man once fed a multitude with 5 loaves and 2 fish. Imagine what you can do today with a Lotto jackpot. Be in it to win it with the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto jackpot of $72,000. Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center, the Royal Grenada Police Force is seeking the assistance of the general public in recapturing fugitive Levon Date, who escaped police custody while attending the Grenville Magistrates Court on Wednesday, February 21, 2024. Date, who was charged for the killing of Canadian citizen Wayne Smart in 2023, remains on the run. Assistant Commissioner of Police Vannie Cohen gave an update during Monday's press conference.
In another escape incident, we have over the past few days extended significant resources and man-hours, mounting intense operations to recapture another fugitive who was escaped while attending the magistrate court on Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Levon Date, who was charged for the death of Canadian citizen Wayne Smart in 2023, has been out on the run since, and we appeal to members of the public.
River Sally Cemetery last Friday.
On Friday, the 23rd of February 2024, police was called to the scene of a man lying on the side of the road in River Sally St. Patrick's, who was later confirmed dead by a visiting doctor. The man was identified as Jude Hippolyte, 56 years, unemployed, of River Sally. Investigations into the discovery is underway, and an autopsy to determine the cause of death was ordered.
All right, this story, Grenadian athlete Johnny Thomas continues to excel on the track and in the academic arena. A proud moment for Grenada and the Texas A&M University. Thomas spoke to GBN earlier on her most recent achievements. Janelle McDonald reports.
John Eyre Thomas, who is no stranger to the world of track and field, continues to dominate not only on the field but academically. Thomas has had an impressive season thus far. The most recent achievements include her personal best.
Events are the long jump and multi, and so far the season been great. I had a 6 in the long jump, and another PR in the pentathlon with 3,997 points. And yeah, the season been going great so far. I also were able to score 12 points for my team at the SEC Conference Championship last weekend. I placed 3rd in the pentathlon and 3rd in the long jump, so I was actually grateful for that.
Thomas says staying focused on academics during competition season is one of her biggest challenges to date. However, with perseverance, she has maintained good grades and is currently on the honor roll. The rising sports star has this piece of advice for young aspiring athletes like herself.
Athletes back home, this year's CARIFTA, I would say use the opportunity at CARIFTA, focus on your schoolwork. Actually, really need that. To go out there and do your best, you know, like, this would be a time where, like, recruits will be looking. So, go out there, put your best foot forward, compete, and do your best.
Jonair broke her record in the pentathlon and established a new record in the long jump. She also has the 3rd best long jump in the history of Texas A&M track and field. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
On Saturday night, Real Value IGA Supermarket celebrated the commendable efforts of 50 individuals from various communities across Grenada. The occasion marked IGA's Golden Heroes Awards, a tribute to Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence. Rena Thomas has this report. Let's move forward now to GBN ISO. Local pottery from the hands of a young Grenadian and shared on the GBN ISO platform. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our citizen journalist tonight wishes to highlight the work of one young man by the name of Keldon who sells pottery. Our ISO reporter said she was in search of a clay light shade and was amazed when she stumbled upon the work of the young man at a craft shop near the Kirani James roundabout. She expressed her delight in seeing local men and women using their skills to create such wonderful pieces as photographed. We thank our citizen journalist for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Network News will be right back.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 CARIFTA Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, CARIFTA embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotafed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
Co-owner and founder of Sweet Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Just had a special privilege of sampling the Golden Jubilee edition of the limited edition spice rum from the Grenada distillers, and I must say it's something that you should try. It is authentically Grenadian, but from the flavors to the aromas to the overall taste, the blend is great. It's light, it's golden like the Golden Jubilee, and I think you can make any collector's shelves anywhere in the world. Hats off to the Grenada distillers.
Switch to a ready cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and a hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is among regional leaders attending the 46th Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community meeting in Guyana. The Grenada delegation includes Joseph Andel, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Exports Development, and Aaron Moses, OECS Ambassador. The 46th regular meeting of the Caribbean Community will take a resolute approach towards implementing initiatives and policies to further improve the welfare of the region and its citizens. The regional conference got underway at the National Cultural Center on Sunday afternoon. Against the backdrop of a changing global landscape, the meeting showcased the collective achievements and renewed commitments to advancing the interests of the Caribbean region.
The 25 by 2025 remains a top priority. However, we are of the view that we must now focus on ending hunger and malnutrition by 2030. We are proposing to bring together the human assets that this region nurtured into international fame, to bring their goodwill together as ambassadors, to mobilize international financing and support so that we can end hunger and malnutrition in this region by 2030. We have the capability.
One of the major achievements highlighted during the meeting was the significant stride made in advancing regional integration and cooperation.
The work with the Canadians to accelerate and implement projects from their agri-value-added program. We held discussions already with Minister Hussein, who is here, and he has responsibility for the investment in agri-value-added programs and projects. For this region, this is important because we have to build our food system for resilience and sustainability against many different shocks.
The four-day session will see the country heads participate in intense dialogue, collectively pooling their wisdom and devising sustainable solutions to the threats and challenges facing this part of the globe. We can tell you too, the event marks a significant gathering of regional leaders under the chairmanship of Ghana's President, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, who will spearhead the event with a keynote speech. Prime Minister Mitchell is scheduled to return home on Thursday, February 29. Andy Williams, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, has been appointed acting Prime Minister in the absence of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell. Now, defending champs at the Nexa GUT St. David's Branch Primary School Games, St. Martin de Porres Catholic School is the recipient of brand new athletic gear. This donation was given to the principal, staff and students by a past pupil, Carrington Simeon.
As the St. Martin's de Porres Catholic School defends both the Match Pass and the Nexa GUT St. David's Branch Primary School Games, a generous and timely donation was made to the athletic team to ensure that its members are properly equipped to remain victorious for yet another year. Past pupil Carrington Simeon said he is committed to secure medals and trophies together with other needed items over the next 5 years to the institution. He encouraged the student body to keep pride in these items and ensure they are properly cared for and used.
So we have the uniforms, all the 153 pieces, strap pants, ties and tops. Plus we have 7 cases of awards that was donated by my mom, Kim Simeon, for all the athletes of sports and gymnastics. And I will continue every year. Every year goes by, I'll ask Mr. Lyons to do a contract for me. I will sign a contract for 5 years with you guys. Weigh, medal and trophy. I will continue sponsoring the medal and the trophy for the next 5 years.
Principal of the school, Kester Lyons, expressed profound gratitude for the donation.
Do you remember what happened last year in Las Vegas? Yes. What happened last year? Who won? So I want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. Simeon for his contribution and also for his human service to this institution, especially in the field of sports.
The Nexa GUT St. David's Branch Primary School Games is carded for Tuesday, February 27th at the Lassages playing field. Joseph Kador, GBN News.
Stay with us. Sports news coming up next, followed by Around the Globe.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Sporting fans, good evening. Grenada's under-20 squad is locked in battle with Jamaica in St. Kitts in their second matchup of the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship. They will be looking to rebound after losing 2-1 to Bermuda on Saturday evening. The Junior Spice Boys play out of Group F alongside Martinique. The final group match will be played Wednesday at 4 p.m. The top two teams from the group will advance to the knockout stage of the regional tournament. At the conclusion of the competition, the four top finishers, semi-finalists, will qualify for the 2025 FIFA Men's Under-20 World Cup. Still with football, 3 Division II football matches were played over the weekend. North Stars thrashed Springs FC 5-1. Combined Northerners got the better of Hub Roots 7-4, while Honved came away with a 3-0 victory over Mount Hon. Action in the Division II continues this weekend with another packed round of games. 2 under-19 matches were on the cards today. St. David played Paradise, while FC Carmahone came up against RGPF St. Francis. We can tell you 2 matches were in zones A and C. We'll have results in another sportscast. This story to report: the Windward Islands Volcanoes remained unbeaten after 3 rounds of the West Indies Championship when they defeated the combined campuses and colleges by 8 wickets at Chedwin Park in Jamaica. Winning the toss and batting first, the Volcanoes bowled out combined campuses and colleges for 204 in their first innings. Daryl Cyrus was the destroyer for the Volcanoes, taking 6 for 72, followed by debutant Gilson Tyson with 3 for 32. The Volcanoes replied with 395 all out, thanks to a top score of 158 not out from Kavem Hodge, who struck 16 fours and a 6 and shared in a 192-run 5th wicket partnership with Sunil Ambrose, who brought up his own century, eventually falling for 120, which included 10 fours and 4 sixes. Jonathan Carter showed his experience but fell short of a century, falling for 94. Romario Graves, 63, and Demel Evelyn, 56, took combined campuses and colleges to 315 in their second innings, a lead of 124. The Volcanoes knocked this off with the loss of 2 wickets, Kamani Melius, 20, and Johan Jeremiah, 6. Skipper Alec Athenes, 58, and Jerry Solozano, 42, or the not-out batsmen to take the Volcanoes to their 8-wicket victory and remain unbeaten heading into the short tournament break. Round 4 will start on March 13 with matches in Jamaica, Trinidad, and Antigua. That's the sports news for now. As they prepared to mark the 2nd anniversary of the deaths of 4 Paria divers, friends and relatives marched through the streets this morning, renewing their call for a meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. But lone survivor Christopher Budham was a no-show, unable to cope with the horrific memories from 2 years ago.
Deeply disappointed that the Prime Minister has not met with them as yet, grieving relatives of the fallen Paria divers poured into the streets of Couva today.
It don't have to be a birthday, it don't have to be a payday, it don't have to be an occasion. He would just bring gifts and flowers for me.
Lone survivor Christopher Budram did not attend, but in a speech read on his behalf, Budram called for the firing of the Paria board and for adequate financial compensation. And as they laid flowers at the divers' memorials, some of the activists called for an end to deadly industrial accidents.
We see a very troubling and dangerous trend taking place. But at this point, there's no interaction between the Ministry of Labour and the JETA movement with respect to this particular matter.
The Prime Minister has deceived the families once again. He said that, and made it public, that he was willing or displayed some kind of intent to meet with the families as it relates to listening to their plights and so on. Up till today, we have not heard what is the position of the Prime Minister in meeting.
His colleague from Pointe-a-Pierre also had some questions.
The entire board and the top management must go, and I'm asking the other question, I keep asking this question. Is it true, and it's alleged, that this government or the board renewed the contracts of the top employment managers like Mustaq Mohammed, Colin Piper? We have asked that question, we have not gotten an answer.
Sunday will mark 2 years since Faisal Kurban, Rishi Nagisa, Yusuf Henry, and Kazim Ali Jr. died inside a subsea pipeline while doing maintenance works. Christopher Budram was the lone survivor. Radhika De Silva, CNC3 News.
The 6-day walkout by junior doctors in South Korea shows no sign of ending. 8,000 of them are opposed to the government's plans to increase the number of trainees to solve a doctor's shortage. Operations have been cancelled and some patients say they have been refused treatment. Al Jazeera reports.
Doctors from across the country marched to the presidential office in Seoul. They're determined to stop government plans for 2,000 additional medical school entrants next year to meet the needs of the aging population. The confrontation has left people urgently searching for doctors as short-staffed large hospitals refuse to accept new patients. The government is increasing pressure on the 8,000 young doctors who walked out last week. They've been warned that they could lose their medical licenses if they don't return to work. And unlike the previous 3 doctors' protests since 2000 when they won concessions, there will be no forgiveness this time.
We will thoroughly investigate and crack down on not only medical professionals who participate in illegal collective acts, but also those who manipulate or encourage such acts from behind the scenes.
Leaders of the medics' main lobby group say they've been threatened with arrest.
It distresses me, saddens me and makes me anxious. But if the South Korean medical community is forced to succumb to even greater threats than these, then I do not consider us to be medical professionals.
While the two sides remain far apart on how to proceed, what they do agree on is the lack of doctors in essential medicine. The Korean Medical Association is saying the fastest way to solve the crisis is to tackle the disparity in doctors' pay and to provide incentives for doctors to move to less desirable areas outside of the capital.
It's the final day of public hearings at the International Court of Justice, which is examining the legality of Israel's decades-long occupation of Palestinian lands. 51 countries and 3 international organizations have presented their arguments. Most call for Israel's occupation to be declared illegal. More from Al Jazeera.
Over 5 days, Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories has faced unprecedented scrutiny before the judges of the world's highest court.
Israel is acting and has been allowed to act in complete disregard of international law. That cannot continue.
It is clear that Israel's illegal occupation is also being administered in breach of the prohibition of the crime of apartheid.
Israel has been consistently obstructing a negotiated
a two-state solution.
For how much longer do the Palestinian people need to wait before they are able to exercise their legitimate rights under international law?
Lawyers and ambassadors from every corner of the world argued that Israel is deliberately preventing Palestinian self-determination by building settlements.
This is really the language of decolonization, the language of liberty that we've seen exercised in these resolutions since the 1960s. And the other arguments have really been around the Israeli violation of the international laws surrounding use of force, surrounding proportionality, and also surrounding international humanitarian laws.
The UN General Assembly asked the World Court to consider the legality of Israel's occupation back in 2022.
Why does Israel always escape punishment?
But it's been impossible not to stop the horrors of the war in Gaza impacting the proceedings here.
A reminder of the headlines when we return. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Police say no confirmation of U.S. couple's death, but offer condolences to their family, while the 3 escapees remain on remand in St. Vincent. Opposition worried about deafening silence and gun-related crime. Also in the news, regionally, families of Paria divers called for meeting with Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. Internationally, final day of ICJ public hearings calls for Israeli occupation to be declared illegal. Plus in the sports news, Grenada goes in search of first CONCACAF Under-20 win tonight. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us. For the moment, Beyond the Headlines will go live at 8:30 this evening. Plan to join the broadcast. Take care.